Hello, everybody. Thank you for waiting. I am 1 minute late for my own show. This is ridiculous. But I'm glad there are some people here already. A very good afternoon, a very good evening, wherever you are. Thank you so much for joining. It's so nice to just be in this community, to connect, to discuss different aspects of Reiki, different aspects of life. And I just hope that this serves a bit of an inspiration for the rest of the week, giving us some momentum to carry on, to have more trust, and to use more Reiki. So let's just wait for a few more moments until a few more people have arrived. And I'm just glowing. This is terrible. So I hope this is not too distracting. Let me just see where we are. Let me just see if there are any comments. Yes, there's a one comment. This is great. Hello, England. Hello, world. Hello, wherever you are. It's just so important to connect, and it's so exciting. Sometimes there are 20 people, sometimes there are 80 people on the live show. But then within a few days, it is 200, 500, or 1,000 people who watch the episodes. So it does have a reach, and it's just so nice to see how that helps and brings the support that we need in this really strange world. And I've actually switched the news off, or well, didn't open them on my phone here and there over the last few days, even though normally I'm an addict. But it is just crazy what's going on in the world. And one area is getting a little bit calmer, one region in the world, and then there's a huge build-up of tension somewhere else, and it just really feels it's never ending. And here we are, UK, Hertfordshire, Channel Islands, California, Pennsylvania, France, Kent. It's so nice to just come together with people from all over the world peacefully, together, working on raising our vibrations. And the question is whether we can do this, and if we can, how to do that on a bigger scale. And that's really what we are working on. Oh, Sweden is there. It's just great. It's so wonderful to be connected with so many people. And at present, I've been working on a project, I've been working on a new book, and I so hope that, well, I trust that this will find the reach that I think it can, and hopefully bring some more change. Not that a book necessarily brings the change, but it's all meant as an inspiration to work on ourselves, and to not just keep that to ourselves, but to bring that into the world. I find it so interesting. There is so little that we have in writing from Mikao Usui. There is an interview that he gave to a newspaper or magazine in the 1920s, but that's pretty much it. And then there is just a very, very short paragraph that was published by the Reiki Gakkai, the Reiki organization that he founded in Tokyo, that in the 1930s was pretty much all over Japan, had a branch in every major city. And then after the war, or during the war, the Second World War, it kind of went into hiding, and it just stayed there. But it still exists. And for their, I think, 75th anniversary, in the 1990s, they published a little brochure. And there is a small section where Mikao Usui, well, it apparently has written something. I don't know where they found it, in which archive, but he is defending why he was breaking with tradition. And he said, traditionally, when people would have found something like Reiki, something like this individual, enlightenment, this connection to higher levels in the universe, to the highest levels in the universe. This is how he defined Reiki. These people would keep it for themselves and their family. And he said that's the bad custom of the last century. People need to live together. People need to come together, and people need to share it. And this is why he publicly teaches Reiki, and why he doesn't want to just keep it for himself and just work as a Reiki healer. He wants to bring it into the world. And I think this is I've been paraphrasing that, but that's roughly what he was writing there. And I think that's really, really powerful. So he saw Reiki as a way to enable people to live together in more harmony, in more peace, not just as a complementary therapy or a way of self-development. And well, let's just hope that we can get somewhere where this becomes a reality, not just a vision, not just a dream, but a reality that we really can get closer together. And what I so love about Reiki is that it's so down to earth. We open up to these higher vibration levels and we bring them into our physical body. So just to realize this, to feel something physically in our hands and to feel something in our body is already a way of grounding. It really starts with the physical level, and Reiki is not just this kind of airy-fairy thing. It helps with thinking more positively or something like that. No, it helps with something physical. When Reiki practitioners give Reiki treatments to patients in hospitals, and they are in an intensive care unit, and they have these monitors, they can see as soon as they start giving Reiki that the heart rate evens out and that all the parameters are getting back into a better, into a more healing, more positive range. So Reiki is very, very physical. And of course, the physicality is very grounding. But Reiki also opens us up to these higher vibrations. We have ideas, we have a deeper connection, we get more intuitive, we feel we are like opening up to higher vibrations, to the spirit world. And there was something that was really interesting that happened just a few days ago. I have started to get more into mediumship, and somehow first Reiki, that really opened up my intuitive abilities, but then the addition of crystals to that helped me to get to a level where I started to be able to give psychic readings to people and more connect with a relative, with a person close to the person I'm seeing in the spirit world, and channel messages from them. And this is just so extraordinary. I just absolutely love that. This is what Reiki can do. Ultimately, raise the vibrations to such a level that we can open up to these higher vibrations and make this connection. And I always do a little exercise before to open up my chakras and to really make this connection. And then after I've given a reading or done some workshops, I close down. So on, I think it was Sunday, I decided not to close down. I decided just to stay like this and see how that works. So I went out and met a few friends, and we are standing. I think it wasn't raining. That was good. So we are standing kind of semi outside and chatting. And I was in this place of this incredible connection. And I listened to the conversations and I thought, what are they talking about? It suddenly didn't resonate. I didn't really connect. I felt, well, this is like, what level are you on? This is like, what are you talking about? It is so irrelevant. Sometimes it was more relevant. I thought, okay, that's really interesting. So I could feel there are different vibration levels, but But I thought it was so interesting. I almost was not connected to this realm, even though I was right in the middle of it. And I thought, okay, that's not good. I shouldn't continue that. So I did close down. But this is why we need grounding, to stay on this level, on this physical realm, on this level of form, on this um, three-dimensional level that we are experiencing at the moment. My apologies. I think it's a bit of an allergy. No, I have that interestingly, but there's something going around at the moment. So what I find so important is that or what I realize is more and more important, that we actually ground ourselves quite regularly. And sometimes when we give a Reiki treatment or when we receive a Reiki treatment, whether from ourselves or from somebody else, we feel very floating. We feel somewhere else. And it is sometimes really quite difficult to come back. Or we think of something, we are kind of lost in our thoughts. We follow one thought after the other, we meditate, and we are on different vibrational levels, which is phenomenal to be able to be there. But in order to fully open up, we also need some stability in this life. And we need regular grounding, really being in our body. And the first and simplest exercise for that is just to feel your feet on the floor. So if you're sitting or standing somewhere at the moment, just feel your feet on the floor. And this already brings us this connection, this deeper connection. In Reiki, the idea of grounding is often connected with the hara, the navel chakra, the center of our physical energy. So we can connect to Reiki and just place our hands on the hara, on the navel chakra, and just let Reiki flow for physical connection, for physical grounding, for being in our body and allowing our body to heal and to really be in our body. It's such an incredible tool, and we need to regularly reconnect with this tool. I'm sorry, this really seems to be some kind of allergy going around at the moment, but or going on here at present. I don't know what it is, but yes, I'm going to give myself some Reiki for that afterwards. So we need to ground ourselves, and connecting with the hara, connecting with the lower tanden or the navel chakra really gives us this moment of grounding and being back in our body. We also use the technique of Ken Yokoho, dry brushing in Reiki. And first of all, it's normally used to cleanse your energy field before you give a Reiki treatment. So it's just bringing the right hand to the left shoulder and just going diagonally down to your hip. So 1, 2, 3. Then stretch out the arm. 1, 2, 3. And this is meant to cleanse the energy field, and then we open up and connect to Reiki. But when we finish a Reiki treatment, we can also use that to bring ourselves back into the body. It's a great way to ground yourself, just doing the dry brushing with a gentle touch on the body, and you're back in your body and back in the here and now. It's really about being present, not just being somewhere present on a higher level, but being present in your body in the here and now. And I tend to find that some conscious breaths, just breathing in and breathing out, helps us to reconnect with our body as well. Just feeling the breath coming in and feeling the breath coming out. And we feel something physical. We are in our body. Grounding also can go a little bit deeper. Because when we are stressed, when we feel negative, where is this energy going? We can actually give it to the ground. For me, the most amazing way to do that is to connect with the tree and just to hold the trunk and just feel any stress, any tension being absorbed by the tree. That's what they do. When we are in nature, we can just feel the negativity naturally being absorbed. But we can even intensify that by just standing on the grass, standing on the ground in nature, and just feeling our connection with the earth, with the soil, with nature, and just allowing this to ground us. And just to focus on that for a few moments really helps to ground us. And if you wish, you can even do a little visualization that any negativity, any stress, any sadness, any tension you have will just be absorbed by nature, by the earth. And at 10, we can really feel that and just let it go until we feel free. We just feel much better again. And when I do these mediumship exercises, there is one exercise that I just love doing. And I would like to just invite you to do this for a moment. So what you can do is you can just close your eyes for a moment and just take a few breaths. And then feel your feet on the floor. And just visualize, just imagine that from your feet, from the soles of your feet, there are roots growing down. Wherever you're standing on, through the building, through everything that's underneath, the pipe works and the cabling and everything that's in the earth, deeper and deeper through the crust of the earth, deep inside into the core of the earth, and just feel that you're connected to this energy in the core of the earth. And just feel yourself being really rooted and grounded with this. And just stay there for a moment and feel the energy. Grounding physical energy. And then just allow your roots come back and bring them all in. I thought it was an allergy. Something is going around there. And just bring the roots in and just completely be in your body again. So these are just a few exercises that I would suggest. And I would suggest them not just for yourself, but also when you work with a client. So when they come back from a Reiki treatment and they sit there thinking, wow, looking at you like, what just happened? This was so weird. It was so different. That was so amazing. I felt I was somewhere else. I got an idea. I had all these images. I saw a color all there. Then you can suggest just do a little grounding exercise. Just ask them to sit or to stand and just feel their buttocks on the chair and feel their feet on the floor and just really feel that they are connected with the floor, with the earth, and just allow them to feel their body again. Just ask them to take a few breaths and just come back into their body until they feel they are back in the here and now. And this is what I wanted to share today. Just a few inspirations, just a few exercises, admittedly exercises that I didn't used to do very often for many years. But I find the higher the vibration levels are that we are able to opening up to. And the more we opening up to them, the more important it is to also ground yourself. And when you start with a grounding exercise and just feel your connection to the earth, to the planet, to the crust of the earth, feel your feet on the floor, feel your body. This is like an anchor. And when you're properly anchored, you can move side to side, but you don't fall. And one way of really anchoring us is the connection with our navel chakra, with the hara. And I would like to do this little exercise for a few moments. I would ask you to connect to Reiki. And if you've learned Reiki too, you can also use the power symbol, which is all about physical energy and strength. Just draw it for a moment and repeat the mantra. And then place your hands on your navel chakra. Close your eyes and just gently breathe in and out. And let Reiki ground you. Let Reiki help you to really connect with your physical body, to allow it to be functioning, to be healthy, to be strong. Just feel the energy. Just feel Reiki filling your body, allowing you to be in your body, feeling that you're present, feeling that you're grounded. And from this place of being connected, being grounded, let's move into this deeply healing Reiki share, where we stay in this connection, but also open up to everybody else to send them Reiki, to share Reiki, at the same time receiving Reiki from everybody else. Not just from those who are present right now during the live broadcast, but also with everybody who is going to join at a later stage. Just set your intention to connect with everybody and to send Reiki to them, at the same time receiving Reiki through them, letting it float back to you, and of course coming in through your own connection to Reiki. It's really a healing web. And if you've learned Reiki too, you can use the distance, the connection symbol to connect even more deeply with everybody. Just feel the flow of Reiki. And just sense in what you feel. If you have any thoughts in your mind, that's perfectly fine. If you're just completely present, completely still, that's wonderful too. Reiki is working no matter where your thoughts are. If you wish, you can just take a moment to pay attention how you feel in your body. Just pay attention to your feet, your legs, your hips, your stomach, your chest, your back, your shoulders and your arms, your neck and your head. Just feeling your body, feeling the flow of Reiki reaching every part of your body. And just feel the gratitude for a moment, the gratitude for this connection, for the healing, for the power of Reiki, for this incredible gift. And then just bring your hands together for a moment and thank Reiki and come back into the here and now. So that felt so good, so important. Interesting that I felt we had to talk about grounding, really feeling our body, really being on this level of form. But of course, we have this beautiful higher connection so that we are able to share this, that we are able to bring more help, more love, more healing into the world. Thank you for joining. Thank you for making this, again, such a wonderful moment of connection. And I very much look forward to seeing you next week, which will be the 100th of the Reiki Revolution YouTube shows. So I'm not so sure what I will be talking about. We will be celebrating this benchmark, but I so look forward to seeing you then. And until then, have a wonderful rest of the day, a wonderful rest of the week, and see you next week.